defense?
Yeah, we figured out ways, to get them in space. They were doing a good job at, clouding coverage over him and Stedman and, making sure they had at least two guys over those guys. And, we motioned them and, we did some, different things in the second half to get him in space and get the ball in his hands.
So you use your feet a lot, too. Was that just by design or was that taking the defense crazy?
It's something that, I've been, struggling with. I'm trying to find myself in this offense, like I said, all along. And, one thing I haven't been doing, throughout the season is, taking advantage of, my legs. Coach Hoganson, never once told me not to run, but, I felt like, in order for this offense to be, completely successful, I had to be, a threat in the running game as well.
Geno, coach has talked about the energy on the sidelines and that type of thing, and obviously you guys have shown that the last two games. Is it any coincidence that you guys have been able to battle through some of the adversity you faced in the last 2 weeks?
Not at all. It's not a coincidence. When everyone's out there pulling for one another, when we have the fans, being, amazing as always, and, we have, guys on the bench, rooting each other on, it kind of brings about that aura that, you can't lose. And, guys want to make the play, and, that's what, you can see out there on the field when everyone's out there, giving their all and, just being, great teammates, and that leads to victories.
Geno, is it too much to say that one punt in this game turned the game around?
Not at all. Corey Smith was definitely my MVP for the game. He's been taking crap all year about his punting, but this guy's mentally tough. And he got back at it, and he kept working, and he came out here and won the game for us basically.
Geno, obviously, coach makes a call on that 4th and 6. Were you pushing to go for it?
Of course, man. It was kind of my fault we were in that situation. We're 3rd and 1, and we got a blitz look, and normally I'll check into some some quick passes, but I left the play on, and I got pressured and kind of threw one up. Well, not threw it up, but threw it in the coverage to Ivan and lost 5 yards. So of course I wanted to be the guy to kind of make the play. Tavon did a great job against man coverage, and got a big first down for us.
Obviously, you're happier with the win, but given the record too.
Yeah, it's an honor to be, written down, in the history books, just be, mentioned with guys like Mark Bolger who, played in the league, have, great careers, and, pretty much guys that I look up to, around here.
Geno, the brawl may not happen again for a couple of years. You've beaten them. How good did it feel to win this game, to win the way you did, and know that, there may not be another chance for them to get back at you guys?
Well, me personally, I hope we, continue this because, as you can see, it's always going to be, a tough, fought game and, pretty much a classic every time. And, it's just, amazing that we get a chance to play these guys today, and it's amazing that we get a win for these, 22 seniors in this locker room who've, giving their all to us, for, 4 or 5 years. So it's just a great opportunity to go out there and, get a win for the state of West Virginia.
Can you just talk about, you go down 20-7, coach talked about how you guys just didn't have any quit in you. Can you just talk about what it was like on the sideline and facing that kind of dumb decisions that you had?
Well, you could definitely see a transition in just our mentality. Early in the year, when we got down, you kind of seen, blank stares on people's faces. And, guys were looking to the next guy to make the play. But, Coach Hoganson really got on us about, being teammates and, caring about one another and, just, showing that out on the field. And that's something that we did and, we're going to continue to do. And it's something that, makes guys want to go out there and make a play because, when you come off the sideline, you got, however many guys on the sideline, patting you on the back and, showing you a lot of love.
What does it say about you guys that you're able to overcome some of the mistakes or some of the turnovers that you had and still be able to pull out the win?
It says a lot. We pretty much battled every kind of adversity you can, think about. Defense did a great job at, keeping us in the game, throughout, the entire game. They played, probably the best game of the season, if you ask me. And, those guys have been battling all year, and they're coming along, they're getting better, and, they really kept us in this one, and, we pulled it out late.
What was that like to have them kind of anchor the team in this game?
It reminded me of last year. And, I can think about last year in those situations where, the offense probably wouldn't have made the play because, we were young. But to have those guys playing like that and, for us to be, mature and, know that when they're, giving it all like that, we have to, be the guys to make the play because, we don't want to let them down. That's something that Coach Hoganson talks about, being able to play as a team. And that was a perfect example of a team victory.
The fact that this was Pitt, did it make you guys want to win it that much more, and does it make this victory that much sweeter?
It definitely makes the victory a little bit sweeter because, of the rivalry and, the battles that we've had, in the past. But it's even better to get a victory for, the 22 seniors that we had tonight on senior night.
Did you watch the Louisville game this morning?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Are you aware of like Cincinnati having to win and all that? And what
I mean, I could care less about that. My big thing is winning every game here, and whatever happens in the end, that's up to whoever decides that. But the only thing I can focus on is leading this team and being a good teammate.
Geno, every team has a personality and identity. What do you think the identity of this team is?
Never say die, man. We never quit, and that's even throughout the season. We took a loss to Syracuse, took a loss to Louisville, and we had every reason to say we just come back stronger next year. But that's not in our hearts. We're coming out here and we're going to fight to the end, and that happens in games. We face adversity in a couple games, but we managed to pull it out, and that's something that says a lot about this team.
Do you have any doubts at all when they, last drive, they get 4th and 1, they convert that?
No doubts, man. No doubts. Our defense, they stood up all year. They've been playing great all throughout the entire game. And, I knew that they were going to make a play or do something to get us that victory.
What did you think when you saw Syracuse down to the final side?
Just joy, man. Just happiness. Kind of relief because it's kind of uptight. We're in a situation where we could have easily gotten the first down and put the game away, but we put it back in the hands of the defense, and they did a great job of bailing us out.